Let's go, Jaguars, let's go. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. Why am I having to sing that? Okay, yes people, what is going on? Welcome back to another Miami Dolphins post-match reaction video. Another reason I'm singing that is because Dolphins are shit. We are shit. We are crap. Right, so I'm a Londoner. I didn't manage to see the game last night. It was on until like 4 AM. I had work. I couldn't stay up, so I'm doing it late. So it's probably a bit late. Hopefully it's going to be worthwhile you watching. Because I'm going to rip us to f***. Because we were shit, and we have been shit for a long time. Very quick disclaimer, I apologise if this top looks very weird on camera because I'm doing a green screen. I don't know if it will, but f*** it. I'm in too much of a pissed off mood after a long day at work and having to come back and watch that shit of show of a performance. Right, didn't watch the whole game, so I apologise for that, but I'm going to go with what I saw on the highlights, which are the big talking points anyway. We got f***ing battered, I'm going to say it, fisted in every single position on the pitch. Like, everything, right? It took, I'm sorry, right, I'm saying this now, we've done it 3 or 4 times this season. It took a wide receiver to throw one of our TDs. Right? Don't get me wrong, yeah, fine, it's a trick play, it works. Other people around the league have started to copy us, we do it that many f***ing times. It's boring, right? It is boring. And the reason I'm going to say this, I was at the game last week for the Chargers against the Titans, and the big standout thing for me was a 75-yard pass from Rivers for a touchdown. From a quarterback, from a QB, this is very important, from a QB. Who have we got a QB? Osweiler, who I'm going to give credit to again. I like Osweiler. He's a good second choice. Tannehill is out injured, and to be honest with you, I think it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. I've actually got a Tannehill shirt signed. I was lucky enough to meet him when he was in London a couple of years ago. I've got it signed. I used to be a very big Tannehill fan. He hasn't played, and I'm already annoyed with him. This is the kind of level that I'm at. We need a decent QB. A decent QB. We need someone to go into the draft next year and be able to go, yeah, let's go and fucking get that person. Let's go and get A. Let's go and get B. I can't watch a lot of college, unfortunately, so it needs to be done. I think, personally, this year we should have traded up and gone and got a QB because we lack a QB, and we have lacked a QB for years. Right, okay, I'm going to try and dissect this as best as I can from what I've seen. Defense. We are fine when we're in the last 20 yards of the pitch. Anything further spaced out, we're f***ed. We are shit. Anyone that gets a bit of running room, they're in, no problem. We've got no chance of touching them whatsoever. We get near them and it's a miracle. They had 2-3 TDs yesterday, and they've had a lot of long runs in this game, right? We all know the running game against Miami is a bit 50-50 anyway. If you can get a decent running game going, you're probably going to beat us. But this game just seemed to take the piss. It just took the piss. For fuck's sake, why are we so shit? Why are we shit? Sorry. Right. I'm fed up of the defence, fed up of them. We have a decent defensive line, decent. Not great, there's no big name in it. I go, f*** me, we have to deal with that person. And I said this last week, nobody fears us anymore. I remember a few years ago there was a phrase, fear the Finns, being thrown around. We went on a stupid unbeaten run, right? The Texans, I'm going to say this because I'm talking about unbeaten runs, they've won the last 4. Like, just give credit where credit's due. They're a good team, they are a good team. But we, now at 4-4, are a bang average team. Defence, there's no big one leader, there's no one big passionate player. It should be Cameron Wake, who thank God has come back into the team, but even then he's still not phenomenal, because he's come back from injury. What are you expecting him to be? He's one of the oldest players in the league, or one of the older players in the league, I should say. Not being anxious, Cameron, I love you. But he can't keep performing at the levels that he has done over the last few years. He's been phenomenal over the last few years, and I love him. But we can't keep going at that same rate all the time, because he's losing that little yard of pace. He's losing those small little bits, and this is where he can teach people to go on and improve and to be the best that they can be, right? But all we're doing now is just going round and round in circles with a load of people, just next man up, next man up, next man up. They don't learn anything. They just get fucking battered every week. They just get beaten, and then it comes down to Rashard Jones and Xavier Howard and Kiko Alonso and a handful of others to try and deal with all that. Bobby McCain as well, thank God he's back in. But even then he still did minimal. They all did minimal. And it just pissed me off. But what really annoys me, right, this is what really gets me, this is going to be my final point of this video, right, is prime time games. Now, I remember last year, sorry, my back's hurting a bit, I remember last year, there was a stat that came out when we played, I think it was Oakland on a Thursday night, on the colour rush games, as they like to call them, last year, when we all had the bright uniforms, like this top. We were all orange, and we actually got battered last year, right? I remember a stat coming out about that. I can't remember who threw it out there, that the Dolphins, the last so many times they have been the prime time game on TV, we have lost 8 out of 9, I think it was. I think it was somewhere around that figure. I remember in England we were the prime time game when we played against the Patriots. That's another one we've lost. We're a prime time game now, another one we've lost. I mean, come on, lads. Like, there's something in the team. It's not necessarily Gase. So I've blamed Adam Gase a fair few times as well. But it's not even the coaching staff. It's something bigger around our club. Every time we get into a big fuck-off game, no one can turn up. Nobody can turn up. I'm not saying big games. I'm not talking like Patriots and Packers and those teams we can actually turn up against. But it's the big primetime fixtures that no one in England wants to grab it by the cojones. You know, they lack big balls to go, I'm going to go and fucking get that game and I'm going to go and own it and it's going to be mine, right? We haven't got that. Albert Wilson kind of is that sort of player, but obviously last week he got injured, whatever. I don't know what the full situation is with him, but either way, he's one of those people that go, it's mine. Jarvis Landry, it's mine. And Ndamukong Suh, it's mine. We haven't got any of that now. We got fucking none of it. And that's what we need. In this draft, as bad as this is, I'm already writing off this season because we are a bang average team at best. We are a f***ing bang average team at best. And I'm going on. I know I'm going on. But we are shit. We are purely shit. And the way our season is going to go out, it was always going to be a tough season. We always needed to get banging from the word go. We were 3-0, 3-0, and are now 4-4. 4-4. From 3-0. Now, lads, sort it out. Right? We always needed to get going. We always need to keep momentum going. But the injuries, which I spoke about last week, if you didn't see that video, please go and check it out. So I just fucking ripped the whole lot of them apart. It just needs to pick up because we're consistently getting injured, and it just works out fucking no good for anyone. Absolutely anyone. Right. Luckily, I've now got a week and a bit to recover. So have you. Dolphins, pick it up. Use this as a bye week, essentially. Try and go and have a look and see what you can do. Rest up some players. Try and get some people back from injury. And I'll tell you what, another thing, I'm going to say this as well. Don't be afraid to fucking trade people. Because we've done it before and we've traded away. Let's try and get someone in. I've never had a look at it and go, oh, fucking hell, there we are, mid-season, we're picking up him. That's a right acquisition. And do you know what it is? Because we've got fucking nobody at QB that's any fucking good to play with. This is what I'm on about. It starts from the word go. Make sure you have a good fucking draft. Make sure you get someone half decent. And then you've got weapons. Give them weapons. If you can score points, the Patriots defense is a bit shit. They have got Tom Brady at QB. They've got Gronkowski and they've got a handful of others. This year, their offensive unit is not as good as it was last year. And they still score points. Don't matter about what the defense is doing. They win games, they score points, and they make teams fear them. We can do the same thing. Just fucking get it into your heads and make sure you get that fucking winning mentality back in, because I'm fed up of having to do these fucking rant videos. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Enjoy what I'm calling our bye week, Mark 1, and we've got an actual bye week in a couple of weeks' time. Please enjoy that. Make sure you subscribe. Go and watch some of my other Dolphins videos. Go and watch my vlogs from the NFL UK. But fucking hell, I'll tell you what, Miami, if any of your players or coaching staff or any of that shit is watching this, anyone that's got a bit of influence, I'm not fucking happy. I fucking put my money in to turn around and watch the games and do whatever I can to support my fucking team, and you go and put out performances like that. Fucking fix up. There's about 5 players that are playing any fucking good, and 2 of them are fucking rookies. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and Dolphins, fix up.